Welcome to a plan of transformation, a plan that will allow Carondelet Health Network to realize its visions and goals and to serve more of Southern Arizona with its outstanding. This project is a joint effort between the W.P. Carey School of Business at Arizona State University, the Carondelet Health Network, and is presented by the Masters of Science in Information Management Programs, Team 3, Tom, Andrea, Scott, and myself. My name is Keith. What we are going to talk about today is Carondelet's size and revenue in the industry, the as-is and the to-be processes that we are going to be using technology to maximize efficiency. The technology plan, what are we using? A schedule for the transformation, a cost analysis, a revenue analysis, and then a break-even analysis. How many new patients and when? Finally, a cash flow analysis and an internal rate of return. So now, Scott.
Thank you for the introduction, Keith. The healthcare industry plays a key role in leveraging state-of-the-art technology to sustain and provide quality care and positively impact the Southern Arizona economy. Carondelet Health Network represents a substantial portion of the healthcare market in Southern Arizona. Alone, Carondelet operates over 1,100 beds, which its next two competitors combined operate. Unfortunately, Carondelet often fails to maximize its operational capacity due to inefficient and time-consuming scheduling process. If Carondelet could harness the capability to overcome its scheduling woes, the potential would exist to specialize in medical experience to customers, increase capacity leading to improved revenue, and offer the possibility of expansion into other regional market areas. Carondelet realized $452 million in revenue in 2013, representing approximately 40% of the total revenue amongst its main competitors. Carondelet seeks to extend care to more individuals. A growing population and the recent launch of the Affordable Care Act set the conditions for revenue to grow and more to capture. It is important for Carondelet to differentiate themselves through improved care enhanced by a fine-tuned scheduling system. Covered later in the presentation, revenue is forecasted to grow through the overhaul of Carondelet's scheduling system.
Thank you, Scott. The current as-is scheduling process for CHN is not patient-friendly. The centralized scheduling department does not take walk-ins, and they are only available over the phone. There are 7 schedulers who are responsible for all the appointments made for CHN. Currently, the patients can be on the phone with the scheduler for more than 7 minutes because the scheduler has to access 5 to 6 different systems to schedule the patient for their appointment. The scheduler needs to be in one system to take the patient's information, then another system to schedule the appointment with the hospital, third to look at the physician's schedule to see what is available, and another system to ensure that the physician's notes can be approved and then will need to be attached to the patient's file. Having only 7 schedulers for the 3 big hospitals and clinics has led to miscommunication, mistakes in scheduling time and dates, wrong information provided to the patients for the procedure. This is not only making CHN lose patients because they can't be seen, but they are losing these patients to competitors because it takes too long to make an appointment, and also not to mention the inability to remind the patients of their appointments in advance.
Then try Appointments Everywhere. It makes complex medical scheduling a breeze. And because it's on the web, it connects all your people, all your locations, and all your patients effortlessly. In this example, we just type the first letters of a patient's name to see the details. Then just right-click on the grid to make an appointment. You can add details about the visit, note the procedure to be done, choose a diagnosis code, add special instructions for the patient, or attach a file to the appointment, like a JPEG of an X-ray or a PDF of physician instructions. It's that easy. Need to change the appointment time or clinician the patient is seeing? Just drag and drop the appointment. You can also switch to a weekly view to move the appointment to a different day, or cut and paste to schedule additional appointments. Need more flexibility? Switch to a monthly view to see all your appointments. You can expand columns, drag an appointment to a new day, Or paste additional visits from this screen too. Appointments Everywhere lets you see the schedule any way you like. You can group your clinicians and rooms by team, by location, by specialty, you name it. You can drag columns to customize your screen, or use the Flex tab to create a completely new view.
With the utilization of the proposed technology system SpectraSoft, the to-be centralized scheduling for CHN will improve greatly by having a true centralized scheduling office. With the one system, SpectraSoft, CHN will be able to accomplish making an appointment in less than 5 minutes. SpectraSoft will be one-stop shop for all services such as physician schedule and related individual schedules all in one view, with location and time availability on the same screen. This will drive the much needed efficiency in scheduling an appointment, and the coordination of care will be maximized. Using the centralized scheduling office as a center for collection of patient data from their arrival until discharge and follow-ups allows the patients to have a point of contact for their visit at the hospital. Simplifying the process for the patient is key. The ability to have all patient test results next appointment schedule for tests and treatments, and have the patient's physicians be communicated all this information allows the ability to have a patient experience second to none.
Thank you, Andrea. Alignment of business and organizational strategies with information technology is imperative to ensure a successful IT initiative. Andrea highlighted the business process management changes necessary and how SpectraSoft's Appointments Everywhere web-enabled scheduling can overhaul and streamline Carondelet's pipe systems into one, creating value for the organization and customer as experience is improved. The software as a service feature allows operational budgets to be preserved, as otherwise prohibitive startup maintenance costs for servers, software, and IT support are achieved through a scalable, low-cost subscription service. The technology plan is a phased deployment to Carondelet's 3 hospitals and clinics. Leveraging the strengths of web-enabled service, the plan will execute a series of tasks to 1. Integrate SpectraSoft's Appointment Everywhere software. 2. Upgrade to a robust network infrastructure and ensure enterprise security is maintained. 3. Conduct training. 4. Implement field system evaluations. And 5. Deploy to the Carondelet enterprise. SpectraSoft's web integration is relatively low risk. The decision was made to conduct a phased implementation in order to mitigate impacts to the Carondelet Health Network system. The schedule addresses rollout to Carondelet's 3 hospitals and becomes optimized as delivery to clinics is estimated to be less challenging. Each hospital will have the network infrastructure upgraded, security tested, and training conducted. Hoyt was selected as the first hospital to evaluate Appointment Everywhere due to its location and low risk for disruption of day-to-day activities. Once SpectraSoft is launched, a 40-day evaluation period will be conducted to identify and resolve system issues. From there, implementation to Carondelet's enterprise will begin and is scheduled to complete by December 21st. That concludes this portion. Next, Ham will cover financials in the next section. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. Now that we have looked at the process improvement, technology plan, and implementation schedule, let's take a look at the financial analysis. Here we have the cost analysis broken out in 4 primary categories. Carondelet consulting spend during implementation is just under $282,000, considering 4 months of outside consultant resources required to supplement Carondelet IT staff and SpectraSoft resources. This will serve to speed a smooth implementation and serve as a checks and balances team to SpectraSoft's team to ensure Carondelet is getting what we pay for. We anticipate the number of outside consultants ramping down quickly as major interface milestones are met. Core implementation spend is $568,000 and consists of Carondelet hardware requirements as well as the SpectraSoft scheduling solution. This hardware spend will give Carondelet a much needed upgrade to our IT infrastructure. There is also a built-in buffer for unanticipated needs during implementation. Initial training for Go Live is $40,000 and conducted by Spectrasoft consultants, and the annual licensing fee will be $360,000. Taking a look at the revenue analysis, we can see the spend during implementation in 2014, and we also see the annual cost for in-house training, licensing, and maintenance. Income for the next 3 years has been projected for pessimistic, most likely, and optimistic new profit generated from the scheduling transformation. Based on historical financials between 2011 and 2013, Carondelet can expect 56,822 patients in 2014, with each patient generating an average profit of $5,575. So how do we look financially once we go live? Well, marketing the new patient-friendly scheduling experience at Carondelet will greatly help us attract the new patients. And this attractive patient-friendly feature will also help us prevent customer attrition by delivering a better customer experience. No longer will we lose revenue and patients by losing appointments, as we, and worse our patients, experience now in our existing inadequate system. Also, the population growth in Tucson, and more specifically an increase in the number of potential patients carrying health insurance, will contribute to growing our patient population. So taking this into consideration, in 2015, year one of the scheduling solution, we expect to generate 1,136 new patients. This represents a 2% growth in patient population, which Carondelet can easily accommodate with existing beds. Another way to illustrate this growth is to consider it will only take one more patient each day at each of the 3 hospitals than we had last year to achieve this growth. The transformation will help us generate a profit of $5.9 million in year one based on this analysis. In 2016, we anticipate 4% growth, and in 2017, we anticipate 8% growth. And at 8% growth, Carondelet would still average less than 50% capacity with current beds, making these projections both attainable and achievable. Here we take a look at our break-even analysis timeline and see that we reach our break-even point in 2015. We can also see a nice trajectory of the projected gross profit through 2017. Let's go ahead and take a deeper dive into this break-even point. Taking a deeper dive, this break-even point is a bit easier to identify when we look at it by new patients generated in 2015. We can see that with the profit generated from the 296th new patient, we will have surpassed the cumulative cost of $1.6 million in 2015. And it's worth noting that in fact, at the 500th new patient in 2015, we will have covered cumulative costs through 2017, which totaled $2.4 million. This cash flow analysis diagram gives us a nice visual of the new profit versus the cost year after year that the scheduling solution will deliver. Here we can see our anticipated internal rate of return as provided by the technology transformation for Carondelet. The anticipated rate of return is an astounding 567% based on the financials we have just reviewed.
To wrap things up, I'm sure you can see the beneficial impact that Spectrasoft will have for Carondelet Healthcare. The accessibility, the working relationships between all the departments and the physicians mean that Carondelet can finally fulfill its overall vision of providing healthcare that leaves no one behind for all of Southern Arizona. Thank you.